What if I told you there was a card available that would allow you to pay your rent, earn rewards on that rent payment, all without having a no annual fee? Crazy, right? Well, this card exists, and in this video I'm gonna go ahead and break everything down for you. So the card I'm talking about is the Bilt Rewards credit card, which is issued by Wells Fargo, and this card came out in mid 2021. They went through a lot of changes, and it was a lot of up and downs, but right now it's at a very good place, and I feel comfortable actually recommending it to people. So how this works is you sign up for the Bilt Rewards program, and this is actually what allows you to start earning rewards and be able to make rent payments through this program. They have what's called the Bilt Alliance, and essentially what this is a network of different property management groups that they have partnered with that can use this service. Now, don't feel bad if you're not in this Bilt Alliance and your property management or landlord is not in there. It's totally okay. You can still be able to use this service and actually get rewards for the rent payment, and they will actually just send a paper check to your landlord or property management. Now, in fairness, there are other platforms that do similar things like this. One in particular is Plastic. The only difference is that with Plastic, they charge a 3% transaction fee to actually do this, and with Bilt, they're not charging you anything to do this, and ultimately you're still earning rewards on the transaction. So this is actually really good. And speaking of rewards, let's go ahead and get right into the multipliers. So first off, you'll earn 1x on rent payments up to $50K per calendar year. You'll get 2x on travel using this card as well, and you'll get 3x on dining also. And lastly, on the multipliers, you'll get 1x on all other purchases, which is standard credit card territory there. One thing I do want to note is that in order for you to earn points, you must make at least 5 transactions that post per billing cycle. And another interesting thing here is you'll have the opportunity to get double points on the first, meaning that'll be 6x on dining, 4x on travel, 2x on all other purchases for this day. So comparing these rewards to other similar cards that are on the market right now, it actually stacks up really good with the multipliers, and it's something that you definitely can't complain about, especially with this card having no annual fee. Now, if you're enjoying this video, go ahead and smash the like button for me. It helps the YouTube algorithm, and also go ahead and subscribe to the channel as well, and hit the bell for notifications so you will be notified every time I drop a new video. And go ahead and let me know in the comments if you are looking to get this card, or if you already have the card, if you're enjoying it, or if you're not enjoying it. Also, let me know in the comments and tell me what you think is wrong with the card or something that you don't like about it. Now, I want to go ahead and get into some of the benefits that this card does have, and it does have quite a bit. So let's go ahead and get into it. So you'll get trip cancellation up to 5K. You'll get trip delay reimbursement when you're delayed more than 6 hours. You'll get primary auto rental insurance as well, and then you'll get a $5 Lyft credit when you take 3 rides in a month. And also, lastly, no foreign transaction fees on this card as well. So something to note with this card is that it is a World Elite MasterCard. So what that means is you'll get access to that concierge that they have, and you'll also get a $5 credit when you actually use DoorDash at the beginning of every calendar month. And one last thing I do want to mention is that this card does have cell phone protection. So how it works is when you pay your phone bill using this card, you actually get up to $800 of damage and theft protection, all while having only to do a $25 deductible. So that actually works out pretty good. Now, I do get asked a lot that if you are a renter and you use like an online portal to pay your rent, like either through a property management or a landlord, and how does this work with that? Because it only really kind of states that it does paper checks, but in actuality, you are still covered. The answer to the question is yes, that they still can be able to accommodate you with getting rewards for the rent payment. So how this works is they will provide you a Bilt rent account to pay your rent without the transaction fee. So this actually gives you a unique checking and routing number that you will use for your online portal, and you will put that in there, and then it will come out as a normal ACH check. So here are my final thoughts on this card. In my opinion, this card is actually really good for what it is. It's a no annual fee card. Obviously, the main selling point is being able to pay your rent and earn rewards. And the fact that you can do this without having to pay the transaction fee that people would normally have to pay for using a credit card is honestly simply amazing. However, if you do already have some credit cards in your wallet, I can see how this card could be a bit cumbersome. And if you know, into travel hacking and you have other top tier travel cards that you use with higher elevated multipliers, definitely can see why you wouldn't want to use this card. But even if you are a renter, I still think this card could be useful in your wallet simply just for paying your rent with it and getting those rewards back in return, because this program does have a travel reward system where you can redeem these and get points and miles and stuff like that. So it is effective. So it's something to think about if you're looking at this card, but you have other cards that, you know, maybe have higher multipliers in the categories that this card does. And something I'm curious about is to see if you're able to do mortgages with this system. Something I'm going to test out in the future and do an update video and let you guys know if that's something you can actually do, because if that's the case, that'll make this card even more game changing in my opinion if you can do mortgages as well. Now, I'm sure most people watching this video still use debit cards for all or some of your transactions, but you could be setting yourself up for a major pitfall. So go ahead and watch this video right here. It's going to show you why you need to stop using debit cards and give you a better alternative to put in place of those debit card transactions. So watch this video right here and I'll see you in that video.